My testing, my testing. Hello student. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear my voice. And yeah, thanks for waiting. Yeah, today is a little bit late. Alright, before we start the live discussion, so let's thanks the sponsor today. So today live stream is sponsored by the Monash University from Australia. So yeah, basically they are one of the top university in Melbourne, and then they rank 57 in the world according to the Time Higher Education 2022, and then they rank number 1 in the world for pharmacy and pharmacology. So it's according to the QS world. And also, if you decide to take double degree in Australia, they are one of the university in Melbourne who offer the largest double degree courses in Australia. So so they will have some information application day in Penang in October 15, 2022. E&O Hotel is Eastern and Oriented Hotel. I guess it's a 5-star hotel in Penang. So whoever stay in Penang and you plan to go for Australia study, please go to find out this university. Yeah, I believe a lot of you heard about Monash because in Malaysia we also have Monash University at PJ Subang. So yeah, they are one of the best university in Australia. So make sure you go to find out. Alright, so let's go to our questions. Okay, today we'll discuss about the 2022 May June paper 1-3. Alright, because I believe a lot of you are taking the variant 3, right, in IGCSE MF exam. So let's go into the questions. Okay, I hope all of you can see my screen. If you can't, do let me know. Alright, let's begin here. I try to finish everything in 1.5 hours if possible. Alright, let's start the first questions. Find the rational number a, b, c such that the first 3 terms in descending power of x in the expansion of 3x squared minus 1 over 9x power 5 can be written in this form. Okay, they say rational number. The question doesn't tell you it's integer or what. Rational number means it can be fraction. Alright, so let's do it. So basically I think I just need to expand the first 3 terms. It's not mistaken. Okay, let's do it. The first term is 3x squared power 5. Second term is 5c1, or you can say 5(1) if you prefer, you follow the formula. Then this one will be 3x squared. From 5, we'll go to 4, because 5 minus 1, you will get 4 here. And then negative 1 over 9x power 1, because this number plus this number must equal to 5. Okay, you can always check your value. Then one more term, which is 5c2 or 5(2). This is 3x squared. This one is 5 minus 2, which is 3. And negative 1 over 9x, this is power 2. Okay, so yeah, the first term should be quite easy. 3 power 5 is 243, isn't it? 243, isn't it? Yeah, it's 243. X power of 10. Because x squared, and then you multiply power of 5, you get power of 10. Very straightforward. 5c1 is 5. Alright, so 5 multiply 3 power of 4 is 81. And then multiply negative 1 over 9. So you can see, I multiply their coefficient first. Then only I think what is the power of x. So I type enter. I should get minus 45. Okay, here I have x power of 8. Here I divide 1x. So it's x power of 7. Okay. Then I do the same thing for the next one. You can see, I type 5c2. Multiply, this is 3 power of 3. If you want type 27 also can. Then you just multiply. This is negative 1 over 9 squared. Of course I know it's 1 over 81, but I just show you, if you're not sure, this is how you type in your calculator. Yeah, because I purposely show the calculator in my live so that all of you can benefit from that. So this is some calculator skills. So yeah, I got a fraction. So this is 10 over 3. Alright, this is x power of 6 divided by x squared. I got x power of 4. Alright, and then you can check the x power must in same pattern. 10 to 7 is minus 3. 7 to 4 is minus 3. So there must, the power, the minus or the plus must be in the certain sequence. Alright, done. 3 mark. Just follow the formula. Alright, hence find the coefficient of x power 4 in the expansion. So I want to know coefficient of x power 4. So if I check this thing, it's the same here, isn't it? So if they are the same thing, so I can use back the first 3 term I have over here. So yeah, 2, 4, 3, x power 10 minus 45, x power 7 plus 10 over 3, x power 4. Alright, this is power 2. The advantage of power 2 is I can easily expand them. So let me expand them. 1 plus 2 over x cubed plus 1 over x power 6. Okay, I just expand the power 2. No need to use binomial expansion, just a simple expansion, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Alright, just in case some students have no idea how I expand. Alright, right now, I want to crossover multiply. After I crossover multiply, I want to ensure I get x power 4. So let's see what happened. This is x power 10. In order to get x power 4, x power 10 need to divide x power 6. So I need to find a term can divide x power 6, which is the last term. Because this is over x power 6. You imagine x10 over x6, you get x4, isn't it? Good. Then the second term, x power 7, I need to divide x power 3 to get x power 4, isn't it? So I have to multiply the second term. Lastly, this is x power 4. I need to multiply the constant number to get x power 4. Okay, so you can see this is how I write. I write coefficient of x power 4. Of course, in the exam, we don't write short form. When I say coefficient, I write the number in front of them only. I didn't write the x power 4 in the equation later. So this one is 243 will multiply with 1 plus negative 45 will multiply with 2 plus 10 over 3 will multiply with 1. Then I will just plus all of them. So this is 243 minus 90 plus 10 over 3. Yeah, as long as you didn't make any mistake, this is the coefficient you should get. Okay, it's not really bad. Yeah, because it's a simple integers, how you get x power 4 after you cross or multiply. So yeah, you make sure you need to check them out. This is how easy we get 6 marks. Yeah, not bad. Okay, if you have any question, feel free to use the chat room now. Alright, this is the reason why we have the chat over here, isn't it? Alright, so and I want to thanks the Swababi 500X for actually supporting my channel. Alright, so then circular measure. So over here, they tell us this is 10 here, the chord is 10. Then we have a radius of 8. Okay, yeah, nothing special here. So this one is 8. Okay, we have a formula for chord. Okay, the formula of chord is 2r sine theta over 2. If you don't like about formula, you say, sir, this formula is not given. That's not possible. We won't remember this formula in the exam. Then what you can do is you can do the Socator. You split this triangle into the half, and then you find 1/2 of the angle, and then after you got the angle, you multiply 2. Yeah, eventually you will get the same result with mine. But I'm just a very lazy person, so I'll just use a formula. Alright, since I want to find this angle, I call this angle as a theta, which is theta is basically the angle of BOA. Okay, so yeah, I just will use the chord formula. So 2, my r is 8 sine theta over 2 equals to the chord, which is 10. So sine theta over 2 is 10 over 16. This one is radian. Obviously, this is radian. So I want to change my calculator to r. Okay, now my calculator in r already. So I will just shift sine 10 over 16. Then my theta over 2 is basically 0.6751. So theta will be multiply 2, 1.35. Then I'll say shown, because they asked me to show that my angle will get 1.35. This is how easy I get a 1.35. So it's not really hard. Huh? Okay, given that the minor arc BC have the length of 18 centimeter. Oh, it doesn't say centimeter lah, mean it's 18. So find the angle of BOC. So first we need to know where is the minus arc of BC. This one is called minor arc of BC because we still have a major arc, which is in green color one. This is the major arc length of BC. Yellow color one is the minor arc length of BC. So please understand what is the difference. Huh? Okay, so the question tells us this one is basically 18. And then they ask us to find the angle of BOC. So basically they ask us to find this angle. I'm going to let this one equals to angle BOC. Okay, so the examiner know what's going on here. Okay, so arc length r theta, very easy. S equal to r theta, right? So r theta equals to arc length 18. My r is 8, right? A bit too easy. Okay, it's fine. This is 18 over 8. So we just simplify 18 divided by 8. Okay, let me just leave at the 9 over 4 radian. Of course, I not necessarily must live in the exact form, but let me live in exact form first. Okay, then they want me to find the minor sector AOC. Minor sector AOC, they want to find this sector. Okay, so in order to find this sector, we need to know the last angle here. Let's call it a mu. I don't know what symbol I want to use, just use a mu here, m. Okay, so we know one circle is 360. Just minus these two angles, I will basically get the so-called mu here. So in order to get the mu, 360 is degree, but right now we are doing radian. So equals to 2 pi. So 2 pi will minus the first angle, which is 1.35. Will minus second angle, which is 9 over 4. Then I can get the so-called angle of mu here. So 2 pi minus my 9 over 4 minus 1.35. Alright, so this angle is 2.683 radian. Then I want to find the area of sector. Is half r square theta, isn't it? Half r square theta 2.683. Okay, so normally before the final answer, I will just try to take at least 3 decimal. Then final answer, I will round off to the 3 significant figures. Okay, so yeah, so 1 over 2 multiply 8 square multiply 2.683. Yep, so I will round off here 85.9. Okay, since the question doesn't tell us any unit, I don't want to write any centimeter into here because the question doesn't say anything. So yeah, this one is my answer. Not too bad, right? For this 7-mark question, you keep on finding the angle. Some angle you need to use the Socator cosine rule or use my chord formula, and then some you need to use the arc length formula, S equals r theta. Then lastly, you use the area of sector formula to easily take down this 7-mark. Yeah, I would say it's quite easy. Okay, then find the exact solution of the equation. So they want exact value. So if I see this equation, first thing is I realize it is a quadratic. Some students might ask, sir, how do you know it's a quadratic? Because the power is double of it, and I got one value, I got one term is constant. That's mean because quadratic is like this, right? This is x squared plus some x power 1 and then plus some constant number, right? So if this power is double of it and last term is just a constant number, then I will just call this one as a quadratic equation. Yeah, if you can't see this one as a quadratic, I can make you see it. I just let e power of 3x equals to y. Then e power of 6x is basically e power of 3x times 2, isn't it? So it's y squared. So if you get this idea, you will see this is 2y squared minus y minus 5 equals to 0. Yeah, if you're able to see this one is a quadratic, you don't need to do a substitution. If you can't see it, please do the substitution. It's going to help you a lot. Alright, so then I will just factorize as usual. This is 2y and y, and this one I'm gonna get, sorry, this is 3y. What's wrong with me? Alright, so I want to get 3, so this is 5 and 1 here, minus and plus here. Hey, sorry, plus, minus and plus like this. Alright, so y equals to 5 over 2 and y equals to negative 1. Okay, so my y is e power of 3x equals to 5 over 2, and e power of 3x is equals to negative 1. Okay, if you learn about exponent graph, you know exponent graph must always be bigger than 0. So therefore, we cannot accept negative 1. This one I will be rejected because it can't be solved. Okay, then I will just solve this thing. So since e power of 3x is 5 over 2, then I will add ln for both sides. And then power I will move to the front. Ln e become 1, 3x multiply 1, I get back 3x. Alright, equals to ln 5 over 2. They want exact form. Divide 3, I will just say multiply 1 over 2, 3. Because multiply 1 over 3, same idea with divide 3, isn't it? Yep, then we're done. They want find an exact solution, so I will not simplify that. I will leave the answer in exact form. This is simultaneous. It's actually quite easy. Just this one have some exponent to make some student panic. But if you know about exponent, you will find this one is extremely easy. Because why? They are so kind to put a divide sign there. If I do this one, maybe I'm not so kind. I don't want to put a divide sign. I put e over something like that to make student more confused a little bit. If they put a divide sign, all of us know divide basically mean minus at the power, isn't it? So e power of 4x minus 7. Divide mean minus. The 5x, I can just put 5x plus 7y. And 1 over e squared is e power of negative 2, isn't it? Then, yeah, I can ignore the base, compare the power. This is 4x minus 7 minus 5x minus 7y equals to negative 2. Yeah, you want to make x or y the subject, it doesn't matter. Okay, maybe I make y as the subject. So 7y, I throw this one to the other side. Then this one is, okay, this one is minus x minus 7, then plus. So minus x, minus 7 plus 2 minus 5. So y is equals to negative x minus 5 over 7. This one is my first equation. Okay, after I got the first equation ready, I can just plug into this one, right, to find my x and y. So this is negative x minus 5 over 7, xy plus 18 equals to 0, right? So yeah, let's solve this one. Okay, never mind. Negative x squared minus 5x over 7 plus 18 equals to 0. I don't like my x squared have negative, and I don't like the 7 also. Divide 7 also. Never mind. I multiply 7 first for whole equation. So I will get rid of the 7. So this one is 18 times 7. 126 equals 0. I multiply negative 1 for the whole equation. X squared plus 5x minus 126 equals 0. Yeah. Then yeah, I have a nice quadratic equation now. I hope I can factorize definitely. Oh my god, 126. What number should I put for 126? Okay, let's check the fact here. Okay, 126 can divide by 14. I don't know, I just do some guessing. 14 and 9. Okay, good. I have a good guessing here. We have 14 and 9, I give me 5, isn't it? So I have plus and minus. So x equals to negative 14. X equals to 9. So once I got the x value already, I can easily get the y value from here, isn't it? Because I will start back in the first equation when x equals to negative 14. So y equals to 14 minus 5 over 7. So y should be 9 over 7. So when x equals to 9, my y is negative 14 over 7. So y equals to negative 2. Alright, so once I got the answer, a lot of students will stop there, but normally I will do one more step is I randomly sub one set of the value back into the equation to to check whether my answer makes sense or not. So yeah, I have what, 9 and -2, right? Okay, so y equals to 9, x equals to 9, isn't it? Y equals to -2. So if I plug into this equation, see whether I will get 0 or not. 9 multiply -2 plus 18. -18 plus 18, I get 0, right? Yeah, this answer is correct. Then I can test another answer if I want to. Negative x is -14. Y is 9/7. And then plus 18. Let's see we will get 0 or not. This one and this one I simplified. -2. So I get 0 also. Yeah, so both of my answer is correct. Okay, so once you got the answer, whenever possible, if time is allowed, please check your answer because it's very important. We just don't want to let go the 5 mark. I want to make sure I've grabbed this 5 mark completely. Okay, number 4, linear law. Linear law, how do I know the linear law? Because normally you will get y again x. But suddenly you get something like exponent 4y again x. You definitely know your y-axis or your x-axis change already. Then it's a linear law. Okay, so they say e power of 4y again x. So linear law only have one formula because linear is a straight line. Straight line we do y equals to mx+c. Alright, they give us a gradient. Y is e power of 4y, right? Gradient is 2/5. X is just x plus c. And they are very kind to give us a coordinate to help us to find c. But when you sub in the coordinate, if you sub like this, sir, I know this is easy lah. Y is 2, right? So E8 equals to 2/5 10 plus c. You do like this is wrong. Because why? Your 10 and 2 is no longer at the xy axis. Because your 10 and 2 is at this e4y again x. So therefore your 10 is x value, but your 2 is e4y value. So your e4y value is 2. So you cannot sub the 2 into the y. You need to sub the 2 into the whole thing. Okay? Must get the idea. So this one is 2. So it's negative. So 4 minus 4 -2 as a c. So I got a whole equation. E4y equals to 2/5x minus 2. Okay, then the question asks me to do what? Y in terms of x. Basically, I need to get y. Then I just add the ln for both sides. Then I should get 4y equals to ln 2/5x minus 2. Then 4 I throw the other side. I won't write divide 4 like this because I don't like so many level of the fraction. I will just say 1/4 ln 2/5x minus 2. Done. Y in terms of x. Okay, so you just need to understand whenever you see exponent, you want to make the power like y the subject, add the ln for both sides. Easily get 3 mark. Okay, now find the value of y when x equals to 45. This one is basically type in the calculator. Yeah, 2/5. X is 45. I plug in the 45 minus 2. So this is 1/4 ln. This one simplified 9, 18, 16. Then power we know we can move to the top, isn't it? Y equals to ln 16 power 1/4. 16 power 1/4 is 2, isn't it? Done. Okay, because 16 is 2 power 4. 2 power 4 multiply 1/4, you get 2 power 1, which is 2. Okay, 2 mark. I would say this one maybe a little bit log knowledge you will need in order to get this 2 mark. Then find the value of x when y can be defined. Alright, this one, yeah, I would say it's a bit hard if you have no idea what is ln. But you don't really need to understand the graph a lot. Define means what? Can be defined mean you mean the ln exists or any log graph exists. Because when it undefined, mean you will get math error, isn't it? If undefined. So he said define means I have ln this value. We know for any log graph, let's say log A must be bigger than 0. A cannot be 0. Some students will say bigger or equals to 0. No. Why? If I use my calculator, I type ln 0, you can see I'm getting math error if I type non-zero in my calculator. So A can never be 0, never be 0. And some students say, sir, I don't trust you, I think can be -2. See, if I type ln -2, also math error. So it must be bigger than 0. So if A must be bigger than 0, if you see carefully, what is my A in this case? My A is this one, isn't it? Ln A, ln 2/5x minus 2. So 2/5x minus 2 is my A. So therefore, 2/5x minus 2 must be bigger than 0. We'll solve this one. 2/5x must be bigger than 2. X must be bigger than 5. Yeah, just 1 mark. So I would say this 1 mark need to understand quite deep about log. So if you know the log very well, this one shouldn't be too hard for you. But it's not some answer you can straight away write it out, unless you are super good in log and algebra. Yep, but the whole thing is 6 mark for this kind of linear log question. Not bad. Okay. Number 5, kinematics. But this kinematic question is too easy. I don't know. I expect kinematic question like you want to find the distance, you must U-turn, blah blah blah. But this kinematic question just straight away tell you everything and ask you to find. So I guess they worry a lot of students will fail MF, so they insert some extremely easy question here. Alright, so we have the velocity or particle moving in a straight line t second after passing through fixed point O. This sentence tells us s equals to 0 when t equals to 0. Okay, so we have a v equation. Find the time at which the acceleration of the particle is first equals to 9. You will always see the keyword like first, because why? This is trigo. Because when trigo you solve it to find the t, you have infinite answer of t. They just want you to take the first answer of t. This is the reason why you always see something like first equals to -9. Okay, so yeah. Now a equals to -9. I want to get a. In this case, SVA, right? V go to a is differentiation. So a equals to dv dt. So a differentiate sign will give me cos. So 3 I will move to the front, 18 cos 3t. This is my a. So when my a equals to -9, so 18 cos 3t equals to -9. So cos 3t will equals to -1/2. Then I want to throw the cos to the other side. Actually, you can straight away do. Because normally the other side have negative, right? I always ask my student to find the reference angle first. However, cos is the only one. When you have the negative here, calculator will tell you the positive answer. There's 2 ways to do this. One is no need to use brain, just type everything you have. But I want to say, you straight away type the negative into the calculator can only apply to cos. If you do this for sine and tangent, you will get negative value. You will get negative angle. But tan cannot be negative angle, right? So therefore, for sine and tangent, you need to find reference angle first. But cos you can. If you don't want to think, you say, oh, sir, I'm very smart. I got 3t equal to 2/3 pi. Which is correct, and you are lucky because they only want you to find first answer. If they want you to find more than one answer, you cannot use this one to continue find the next angle. Unless you are very smart in trigo, then you can figure out. Or else it's super hard. So normally I will recommend my student, this is recommend my student, whenever see negative, find reference angle first. Reference angle means you throw the cos to the other side. You ignore the negative. You just type the positive one. You get pi/3. Reference angle is pi/3. Then only you draw out add sugar to coffee. Then you rotate. The first time the cos will get negative at s, isn't it? So s is pi minus theta, isn't it? So therefore it's pi minus pi/3. My theta is my reference angle. So therefore I got 2 pi/3. Yeah, it's very long process to get a 2 pi/3. But yeah, you can straight away type in the calculator for cos. Alright, anyways, no matter which method you are using, you will get 2 pi/3 here. Then t is 2 pi/9. Done. 4 mark. I would say this 4 mark is not so much about kinematic. The only kinematic knowledge you need to know here is, in order to get acceleration, you need to differentiate velocity. But this question for me, I think is much more on trigonometry. You kind of need to solve the trigo, right? So I always tell all my IG students, trigonometry is one of your most important topic. Why? Because it can come out in trigo topic, it can come out with differentiation topic, it can come out with integration topic, it can come out in kinematic topics, and it can also come out in the progression topic. Like these 5 super big topic all have trigonometry. So if you taking IGCSE MF, you are weak in trigonometry, you still have 1 more week. Go to find out how to do trigonometry, or else you might lose a loss of mark in IGCSE exam. Okay, so yeah, we done the first one. Find the displacement when of the particle from O when time is 5.6. Okay, SVA. I have V, I want to find S is integration, isn't it? So S equals to integrate V. So my V is 6 sine 3t. So integrate this one, I will just get integrate sine give me negative cos, right? So negative 6 cos 3t divided by 3 plus C. Okay, this question, the only challenging part is to find C. Because a lot of students, when they read this sentence, they will just ignore. They say, this sentence tells us nothing now, we ignore. No, this sentence tells you S equal to 0 and T equal to 0. So, I need to plug in to find C. S is 0, T is 0. So, this is negative 6. Cos 0 is 1. So, 6 over 3 plus C. So, C is 1 over 2. So, my S equation is simplified lah. Negative 2 cos 3t plus 1 over 2. And I got the t value 5.6. I'm going to insert it. Negative 2 cos 3 5.6 plus 0.5. Yeah, just type everything into the calculator. Then you should be fine. 3 multiplied 5.6 plus 0.5. So your final answer should be 1.42. Done. Yeah, so far, can you really understand it? I won't say it's very hard, but then of course over here you need to memorize how to differentiate sine and integrate sine. They're kind of a little bit different. Yeah, once you got it already, it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, sorry. What's wrong with my brain? This is 2, bro. This is 2. Oh my god. This is 2. 6 over 3, how come become 1 over 2? My brain got problem. Okay, this one is the correct answer. 2.92. Okay, so I hope I didn't scare you. These teachers cannot do 6 divided by 3. Okay, let's go to number 6. Okay, this is the first time I see the question like this in IG paper, because normally they will ask you to solve the function, but this one they ask you to fill in the blank. So give you all the choice, you can just choose which one is which and substitute into it. Okay, this 5 mark here, if you really have no idea how to do, I will just ask you to do every single one, then you find which one same with your expression, then you just fill in the blank. Okay, so but if you have some sense about composite function, inverse function, and differentiate of function, then it shouldn't be too hard. How to get 0? So I know any function with x power 1, I differentiate 2 times, I must get 0. So example, let's say I have gx equals to 2x plus 1. If I differentiate 1 time, g prime, I get 2. If I differentiate 2 again, I definitely get 0, isn't it? So this one is very easy. G double prime. Okay, I want to get 4x. 4x obviously is differentiate fx lah. Because fx equals to 2x squared. If I differentiate fx, I get 4x, isn't it? So yeah, bonus mark. Okay, then how I differentiate also, I cannot become more. Because differentiate will make you become less, isn't it? This one you can see the term, you have more term. Unless you do integration. But here we have no choice for integration. Then I will guess is composite function. Composite function here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 choice. So let's try the first one, fg. But based on my checking, I guess fg is the answer lah. Okay, fx. We always write fx, right? Now if your x become gx, that means I will write the fx 2x squared. But now my x is gx, insert the gx equation into here. So this one is 2. This is 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Expand it, ax squared plus ax plus 2. So yeah, this is fg. Simple. Okay, I want to get 4x plus 3. I will guess GG maybe? Yeah. Okay, so let's try about GGX. Substitute GX into GX. 2x plus 1. What's my x? 2x plus 1. So this is 4x plus 2 plus 1 plus 3. So yeah, this is GG. Or you write G squared lah. Then we have some x minus 1 over 2. It's not hard to guess this is inverse function, right? And somehow with x power 1, I will just guess it's G inverse lah. No need to do. But if you want to prove also, you can just prove it yourself. It's actually quite straightforward. Okay, this is how I get the 5 mark. Okay, no need to do every single one, but by understand this one, can help you a little bit. B. Okay, this one needs some deep understanding for a little bit of like 2 mark here. Because first, if you see carefully this one, what is this? This is vertex form, isn't it? Vertex form can tell me where is my vertex. This is vertex form for quadratic. Quadratic only 2 shapes, U or N. In this case, I check the A value is positive, it's a U shape. My U shape, my minimum coordinate is 1 and 3. Okay. Now I got my graph by understanding the vertex form equation. Okay, they say x must be bigger or equals to a. The value of a is as small as possible such that h inverse exists. Okay, this question, why I say this question is challenging. If you are SPM student, you must pay attention here also. This is a popular question in SPM also. Definitely IGCSE is quite common question. Why? Because quadratic is many to one function. Whenever we want to get inverse function, it must be 1 to 1. So now, the logic behind is how to change many to one into 1 to 1 function. How I say many to one? Because I do the horizontal line test. Do you see? I touch many points. So therefore, we call this one at many to one. So I want to change it into 1 to 1 by limiting its domain. So you get the idea. If I only take this part, then if I say, oh, x must be bigger or equals to 1, then you only have this part of the graph. Then you see now your many to one function suddenly become 1 to 1 function. You can test horizontal line test. I only touch one point no matter how I cut it. So it become 1 to 1. So therefore, by limiting the domain, x must be bigger or equals to 1. Okay, so a is 1. So this, in order to get this 1 mark, you need to understand a lot of things. You need to understand what is many to one, what is 1 to 1, what is inverse function exists, and what is vertex form. Now you can get this 1 mark. So I will not say it's easy. But if you understand a range, it will be very easy. So range for h, this is hx, isn't it? I know the minimum y value is 3. So I know the whole graph must be bigger or equals 3. Another 1 mark by understand the graph. Okay. Last but not least, to find the h inverse. Okay, find inverse function for any quadratic equation. You must do the completing the square to make it into the vertex form, then only you do the inverse from there. So, but this case you are lucky because they already give you a vertex form, so you no need to do complete square yourself. Imagine today you have x squared minus 3x plus 5. You want, let's say this is hx. You want to do h inverse. You try to make x the subject, but without doing complete square. I can bet with you that's not possible. There's only way to make x the subject. Of course, yeah, I think that one is the only one by doing complete square. No other way. Okay, so let's do it. So I make hx become x, and then this one become y, and then I make y the subject lah. So this is x minus 3, square root it, got plus minus, equals to y minus 1. In this case, I will not take plus minus. I believe I will take just the positive one. I will just take the positive one. Because why? For this one, they will only reflection like this, isn't it? For this one, is the positive square root ax plus b. Because for negative square root ax plus b, it look like this. Negative square root ax plus b. So in these cases, because I take the first half, so therefore I will not take the negative. Unless I take x is less or equals to 1, then I will take the negative of the square root. Okay? So yeah, in this case I only take the positive. So okay. My y is square root x minus 3 plus 1. Yeah, done. H inverse x equals to square root x minus 3 plus 1. Okay, then the question asks the domain. Domain of H inverse is same with the range of H. So range of H is 3 bigger or equal to 3, right? Yeah, x is bigger or equal to 3. Copy only. Don't even need to think. Why I can copy? Because they reflect at the line y equals x. Always. Any one-to-one function, they will reflect at the line y equals x. This is fixed already. Okay? 3 mark. So we say function somehow is a bit hard because you need to understand a lot in order to get full mark in function. So we say this 5 mark is a bit hard to get, but at least the inverse function, the 2 mark, is quite easy to make x as a subject or make y as a subject. Okay. Okay, question 7, 4 mark. How many questions do we have here? 9, 10. Okay, we only have 10. Yeah, we are faster than we think. Okay, question 7 is a differentiation. Okay, we will have a 2-minute break. And then I will just insert some advertisement from my sponsor. And then after that, we'll come back in 2 minutes. See you guys later. Alright, I'm back and I'm not sure what happens to the chat over there. It's delayed until now only I actually see the chat. Yeah, I see the Crowley actually trying to help me like C equals to 2 and all some message from Michael and so on. I'm not sure why I cannot see the chat at all. Until now only I see the chat. I think YouTube got some delay or somehow. But anyways, yeah, thanks for participating. A equals 104. Did I make any mistake? I always make mistake one in the live and let the student laugh at me. Where is the A equals to 1/4? A is denoted by the x-axis of the. Okay, I think the Crowley already helped me to reply to Michael. Thanks, Claire, very much. And she is one of my moderator. And her math is really good, really good. All right, let's continue. Question 7. So we have this curve, and then they ask us to show dy dx and a and b are integer. It can be found. This one is quite easy. It's a quotient rule, isn't it? This is u, this is v. So yeah, let's do dy dx. So copy the v, differentiate the u, 3/2, 2x plus 1, power 1/2, and then differentiate inside the bracket, 2, plus copy the u, differentiate the v, which is 1, over v squared, x plus 5, power of 2. Okay, here it's just some algebra work. This is 2 and 2 I simplify first. Okay, I want to factorize out the 2x plus 1 power half here. So, in order to factorize it, here I have two terms I might be able to factorize. This is power 1/2, but this one is power 3/2. Yeah, factorize power 1/2 one, all students already know, it's gone. So you left a 3 there. But for the second one, if I have a power of 3/2, I factorize out a power 1/2. Am I still left a power 1? Isn't it? Because 3/2 minus 1/2, and minus 1/2, you get 1, isn't it? 2/2, which is 1. Like 1.5 minus 0.5, you get 1, isn't it? So based on this logic, now I will do the factorization. This is 2x plus 1 power half. I take out from the first one. Then what I left in, from the first one is 3 multiply both of these. I get 3x plus 15. Okay, if I factorize from the second term, is I divide 2x plus 1 power half, right? So I still have 2x plus 1 power 1. Okay, then the whole thing divided by x plus 5 power of 2. Okay, then I done. Last step, I've simplified whatever inside the bracket lah. So this one's 5x plus 16. Okay, this is how I get the format. Okay, so oh sorry, it's minus. Oh my god. Quotient rule is minus. So this is minus. Got a bracket. Luckily, I find out 3x minus 2x is 1x, 15, this is 14. Yeah, then I done. Quotient rule is minus, sorry. V u prime minus u v prime over v squared. Okay, this is the quotient rule. Okay, so please don't do the carrot mistake like I did just now. Okay, anyways, I done. Now, show that there are no stationary point on this curve. Yes, so stationary point, a lot of students know it means dy dx equals 0, isn't it? So therefore, 2x plus 1 power half and x plus 14 over x plus 5 squared equals 0. I can straight away cut this one because x plus 5 squared move to the other side, I get 0. So I can just ignore this one. Then I have two brackets, they are multiplied. So I can say the first bracket, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 14 is equal to 0. So x is negative half, x is negative 14. Then you realize, sir, we should have two stationary points. What? How come the question say there's no stationary point? Because the domain. You see what this domain say at the very beginning? They say x must bigger equals 0. But you see here, both values are less than 0. So I will say, yeah, because -1/2 and because anything lah, -14 is less than 0. Or you can just say shown here, or just rejected both, then you write shown. Yeah, just use any way to show that you understand about this 1 mark questions. Just 1 mark. Okay. Isn't it minus? Yes, is minus. I did a carry mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sean Lee actually knows it's bigger than 0. Yeah, you're very smart. Find the approximate change in y. So approximate change in y. So this is small change. Small change formula is what? Change of y over change of x equals to dy dx. And x is increased from 1 to 1 plus p. So over here, first thing is you need to know what value we should sub into dy dx. I always say we sub the original x value into dy dx. So x is changed from 1 to 1 plus p. So 1 is the original value of x. I'm going to sub this one into my dy dx. Okay, so, and then my change of x is very easy. It's just p. Okay, use new x minus old x value, you get p. So yeah, so therefore change of y over p equals to, okay, so dy dx is, I will just sub into that, but just 2 mark. I don't think I want to sub manually. I just use a calculator to sub. I don't care because they just give me 2 mark. Okay, so I will just say insert the y equation definitely. Bracket 2x plus 1 power of, where's my 1? 1 please. Okay, 3 over 2 over x plus 5. And then if I differentiate this one, what happens when my x equals to 1? Yeah, ask the calculator. Calculator answer me. Yep, I will get 0.722. So my approximate change in y is 0.722y. 722p. Okay, check the marking scheme. The marking scheme say you want to show, you understand, you want to sub x equals to 1 into dy dx. So this is the reason why I actually write x equals to 1 beside the dy dx. Yeah, so of course you don't want to do this, you can just say sub x equals to 1 into dy dx. Then my dy dx equals to -0.722. Or if you are even more hardworking, you can copy the dy dx equation, insert the 1 into all the x there to show the examiner you know you want to sub the 1 into dy dx. Yeah, because they doesn't say they want which pattern or which methods, they just say you must understand need to sub x into dy dx. Then they give you 1 mark. Okay, so okay, when x equal to 1, yeah, good. I see x equal to 1, I know I can use back the dy dx value just now, 0.722. The rate of change of x is 2.5 units per second. Rate of change, dt at the bottom. Rate of change of x, dx dt, is 2.5 units per second. Find the corresponding rate of change, dt at the bottom. Rate of change in y, dy dt. Do the change rule. dy here, dt here, middle must be dx and dx. dy dx have already 722. This one I have also 2.5. Yeah, this one not too bad. 0.22 times 2.5. Okay, 1.81. 2 mark. Okay, so yep, I hope you really get the idea how to do this. Permutation and combination, P and C. Right, so 6 digits. So first thing, digit cannot start with certain number. I know this is permutation. So permutation we are doing MPR because arrangement matter. Like I say, you want to know arrangement matter or not? Ask yourself, 1, 2 and 2, 1. Is it 2 different number for you? If you can identify this is two different number, mean arrangement, make your cognitive understand is actually two different number. Okay, so a number cannot start with 0, and each digit can be only used once at most once in any 6-digit number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 digits here. I can only choose 8. But the first one, because 0 cannot start with 0, so the first digits, right, I can use any number but 0. So I can put any like 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? So I have 7 choice here. I have 7 choice for the first digit. Then the last 5 digits is, it can be any number we want, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one I can use any other number. Let's say I pick the 5 to put here. I pick the 5. I still have 7 digit in it. So it's 7 digit P5. Okay, the first digit we can put any 7 digit, right? So multiply them. 7 multiply 7 P5. So it's 17640. Okay, find how many of these. Okay, this a bit tricky. Find how many of these 6 digits are divisible by 5. So they say this means from here means from the number cannot start with 0. How many of them can be divisible by 5? Okay, so in order to make them can be divided by 5, I know the last digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know the last digit must be either 0 or 5. Okay, first digit cannot be 0, still fine. But the first digit I can put any 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So do you see my 5 repeat already? The question say each digit at most once in any 6-digit number. So each digit can only use once. Repeat already, I will separate them into 2 different cases. The first case I will say is end with 0. So if end with 0, then it's very easy. Last digit must be 0, only one way. Then front I can use any of the 7 other number. Then here I still have like 4 digit I want to fill in the blank. So I use 2 number already. 8 digit I use 2 already. I still have 6, right? So it's 6P4. Multiply them. Okay, this is way number 1. Option number 2. What if my number I end with 5? If the last digits must be 5, then the first digit I can put any number but not 0 and not 5. So I can put all the 6 choice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? So I have 6 choice. This will only put 5, so it's one way. Middle I still have 6 number. I choose 4, isn't it, to arrange. So I multiply them. So 7 multiply 6P4. So I have 2520. Then 6 multiply 6P4. I have 2160. I'm going to plus them together. 4680. Is this the only way? I guess so. Yeah, should be correct lah. If you, any one of you got the marking scheme and find that I make mistake, do let me know. Okay, find how many of these 6 digits number are greater than 850,000. So in order to greater than 850,000, okay, the last digit, the first digits must be 8. Must be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or first digit can be 9. Okay, if first digit is 9, right, whatever digit I put here, it doesn't matter anymore because it confirm bigger than 850,000. So 9 put here one way. I had just have 8 digit, right? I use 1 already. I still have 7. I need to fill in 5 of them, isn't it? So this is 7P5. Easy. Multiply. Okay, if I put 8 here, which is one way, but the second digit, I need to make sure it's 5 or bigger, isn't it? So I can actually put 5, 6, 7, and 9, right? Because 8 I already used. I can put 5, 6, 7, and 9. So I have 4 choice here. This is 1 choice. This is 4 choice. If I use any of the 2 digit, just 8 digit, right? Use 2 already. I still have 6 digit in it. I need to fill in the 4 digit here. So it's P4. Okay, so 4 multiply 6P4, 1440, and then 7P5, 2520. I'm going to plus them together. So the total 1440 plus with 2520. So you should get 3960 as the final answer. Yeah, I'm not sure you guys can understand or not. Yeah, this is how we conquer about the 7-mark question for part A. I believe part B have some combination. Okay. A team of 8 people is to be chosen from 12 people. 3 of the people are brothers who must not be separated. Find a number of different teams can be chosen. Now I want to form an 8 people team. These 3 brothers, must not be separated. Whenever must not be separated, I have 2 options. Option number 1, I include the 3 brothers. Option number 2, I exclude the 3 brothers. Mean that the team have no 3 brothers. Because they say we must stick together no matter how. Then I put all of you into the team. Or I take all of you out of the team. Okay, get the idea? Okay, so let's do the first case first. Include the brother. Then the second case, I will just exclude the brother. Okay, but right now, some student will tell me like, some student actually tell me, oh sir, I want to get 3 brother. Is it 12C3? No, because if 12 people there, you randomly choose 3 people, you might not able to get the brother. Or maybe you get 1 brother or 2 brother, but not 3 of them. So in order to ensure I take all the 3 of them correctly, no accident, I will just pick them specifically. So basically means what? The 12 people here, I will just take out the 3 brother. These 3 they are brother. And then have 9 is just a random people. Okay, so since now I want to form a team of 8 people, I include the 3 brother already. So I include 3 brother. So I need 5 more random people, right? If I exclude them, I will select the 8 people from the random people. Get the idea? Okay, so if I will select 8 people from random people, I have how many random people here, which is not the brother? I have 9 of them. 9C8. Okay, this one is 9 lah. This one 9C8, I believe is 9. Okay, done this part. If I include them, since these 3 I purposely put in 1, so it's one way. Okay, some student might say, sir, no, you are wrong, it's 3C3. Because you have 3 brother, you insert all the 3 brother, yes. But you type 3C3 in your calculator, you're getting 1. So I have no time to do all these things. So I just 1. Then I need 5 more for random people, isn't it? I have 9 random people. I will choose 5. I multiply them. Okay, so yeah, so it's basically just plus all of them. 9C5 plus 9C8. So 135 is how you select a team of 8 people when the 3 brothers must not be separated. Cool? I hope you can understand. I try my best to make this thing very easy to understand. If my explanation still can't make you understand, I'm a bit fail, but please let me know so that I can improve. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do not know how to make all the students understand. But yeah, last 2. Come, let's do it. Trigo. I like Trigo. I know a lot of you hate Trigo. First thing is throw the 3 to the other side. So cosecant. Let me throw 3 to the other side. You should know, right? You are not dumb. This is become 4 over 3. Then cosecant square. Cosecant is, see the third letter. Cosecant square is 1 over sine square, isn't it? So this is how I will do. So I get 1 over sine square. I'm not sure how to read this one. Anyone know? Is it read at 5, isn't it? I don't know. I just call it theta lah. I do not know how to read it. Anyone know, please let me know. Then I flip over for both. So this is sine square 2 theta minus pi over 3 equals to 3 over 4. I flip over here. I flip over here, okay? Or you cross over multiply, depend how you can understand. It doesn't matter. So I will move the square to the other side, become square root. Square root over here plus minus. Alright, so I want to draw my sign already. But before that, I want to find my range of the angle. Yeah, is it read at 5? Or phi? Physics? I do not know how to pronounce. Yeah, I Google it. It also says something like PHI. But I'm not sure it's phi or phi. Yeah, my pronunciation is very bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one is between 0 and pi. So, but my angle is not just theta, or not just 5. I just read at 5. Let me open my Google Translate. I hate the feeling like I cannot tell how to read it. Yeah, everyone have Google Translate. We must be resourceful sometime. 5. Okay, Google Translate says it's 5. Yeah, then 5 and 5 both sound same to me. It's fine. Okay, let's learn how to read. Okay, so but this angle is not just 5. It's basically 2 5 minus pi over 3. So I need to multiply 2 and minus pi over 3 for all of them. So this one I will get 2 pi multiply 2 pi minus pi over 3. 2 pi minus pi over 3, you will get 2 pi minus pi over 3 is 5 pi over 3. Okay, 5 pi over 3. That means for this 2 5 minus pi over 3 angle, my angle must between negative pi over 3 to 5 pi over 3. Okay, then let's do it. So since I have positive negative, so I no need to find reference angle. I just find the positive version first. Yeah, supposedly you actually need to do both lah, but it doesn't matter. I just find a reference angle first. Square root 3 over 4. So it's pi over 3. Good. Add sugar to coffee. Okay, pi over 3. Okay, supposedly I want to take the negative angle if have the equal sign here. But in this case, there's no equal sign. That means because this angle, right, because reference angle is pi over 3, I can rotate clockwise to get my negative angle. Negative pi over 3. But since it cannot equal to negative pi over 3, then I will not take the negative angle. So you are lucky. I know a lot of you don't like negative angle. Okay, so then I only take the positive one. It's not too bad. So this is 0 to pi. So 5 pi over 3, maybe it's just slightly more than pi. So I will just take, maybe I take 4 and then see what happens. Okay, so the first quadrant is pi over 3. Second quadrant is pi minus theta, so which is 2 pi over 3. Third quadrant is pi plus theta, so which is 4 pi over 3. The last quadrant is 2 pi minus theta, which is 5 pi over 3. But I cannot accept 5 pi over 3, right? Because there's no equal sign. So yeah, I only have 3 of the answer here. Then all the answer here, my 5 is every answer plus pi over 3 divide 2. Okay, so pi over 3 plus pi over 3, 2 pi over 3 divide 2 is pi over 3 again. This one plus pi over 3 is 1 pi divide 2, pi over 2. This one is 5 pi over 3 become 5 pi over 6. Okay, so you realize all my answer is just nice between 0 to pi because I already have the range for my angle. So once I simplify, I always follow back the range given. Okay, so yeah, done. Yeah, you kind of need to understand a lot lah. If you have no idea about Trigo, you will not happy to see I explain it. Okay, this one I think I teach the student before. Whenever you see one equation, second equation, they ask you to find y in terms of x. The logic here is we need to find a way to connect both of the equation. Sometimes I will do Pythagoras to connect them. Sometimes I will do similar triangle to connect them. Or sometimes, depend what information I have. Yeah, sometimes I will use some comparing methods to compare to combine, to make two equations, to combine them, not compare them, combine them. All right. So in these cases, I need to find a formula have cosecant square and tangent square. So therefore, I will go to the identity formula. Remember, in the first page of your formula list, you have an identity formula. And in the identity formula there, you should have something like cosecant square plus 1 equals to cotangent square, isn't it? Cosecant square, yeah, equals to, cosecant square equals to 1 plus cotangent square. I'm going to use that one. Oops. I'm going to use that one to link these two equations into one equation. Where am I? Okay, it's here. So, cosecant square theta is equals to 1 plus cotangent square theta. Okay, this formula I just copy from formula shift. I didn't do anything. Some students keep asking me, sir, how do you get this equation? Just copy. You go to the first page, look this equation, just copy it. That's all. Then, we know cosecant square theta is this thing, isn't it? Insert it. I know I know the cotangent square is 1 over tangent square theta, right? And my tangent square theta is y plus 1. So I will just insert y plus 1 to the bottom. Okay, then the whole equation suddenly becomes super easy. I just want to make my y a subject, then I'm done. Okay, so let's do it. 2x minus 2 equals to 1 over y plus 1. So y plus 1 equals to 1 over 2x minus 2. So y equals to 1 over 2x minus 2 minus 1. Done. Okay, so just move around the algebra thing. Okay, so 4 mark, not too bad. But if you have no idea how to connect these two equations, you're going to stuck there forever. I have students change into 1 over sine square and then change tangent square into sine square over cos square. Then they plug in the sine square, still have cos square there. Then they're trying to draw out the triangle, blah, 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 blah. No. If you go in the wrong way, this question is going to take you forever. So in the exam, if you have no idea, skip this question first. Go to do other question. Okay? Last question, integration. Alright, yeah, because you haven't learned partial fraction, but if you are from Singapore, I checked their IGCSE syllabus, they have the partial fraction. But in other country, yeah, you haven't learned partial fraction. So this is the reason why they want you to expand this one. Okay, so let's expand. Make all of them have the same denominator. So for the first one, I'm going to multiply x plus 1 square for both to make sure I have the same denominator, right? Second, this one I need to multiply 2x plus 3 for both. Then this one I need to multiply x plus 1 square. I need to multiply x plus 1, not square, because bottom have 1x plus 1 already. Just need to multiply 1 more x plus 1, and then also multiply the 2x plus 3. Okay, you should get some idea how I make them have the same denominator, right? So now I assume all of them have the same denominator. So top I have 6. This x plus 1 square, let me expand it, plus 2x plus 1 plus this 4 I multiply it, ax plus 12. This is 2 plus 3x lah. What am I writing? Not 2x plus 3, it's 2 plus 3x. Sometimes I think I might have some like dyslexia. I mean, I always see the letter or word wrongly one. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. But yeah, I can't find excuse. Just see carefully. So this one might be wrong. So 4 times this is 8. This is 8 plus 12x. Then this one, okay, this one maybe one more step. I just hate it. So this one is x times 2, 2x plus 3x squared plus 2 plus 3x. Okay. I'm not sure why so many words only for 3 marks. This algebra work is a bit heavy. Okay, so never mind. Let's do to make them happy. Plus 8 plus 12x plus 4. Here let me just plus them. Okay, this one is 5x. So I get 10x plus 6x squared plus 4. One last step. And I miss anything here? Oh, there's a minus. There's a minus. There's a minus. There's a minus. Yeah, thanks, David. There's a minus. Negative. Yeah, thanks to Gu Yang. Okay, thank you. X squared minus x squared gone. I'm happy. 24x minus 10x. I still have 14x. This one is 14 minus 4. I still have 10. Okay. Over 2 plus 3x x plus 1 square. Yeah, Sean. Okay, 2 mark. Make sure to make any subtract. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, so then hence basically mean need to use the answer above. So therefore, I already know this one I cannot integrate. So I need to change them into a 3 different fraction. 0 to 2, right? This 6 over 2 plus 3x. 4 over. Okay, this one is not ln. I'm going to make them become power negative 2. Minus 2 over x plus 1. Okay, so since they are the same thing, I already show in the part A. So I can change them back. Okay, so what I want to do right now is, whenever I see the denominator is x power 1, I know this is ln. Okay, so therefore this one should be 6 ln 2 plus 3x and then divided by 3. Because you differentiate inside the bracket, you differentiate 2 plus 3x, you get 3, then remember to divide it. This one is plus 1, so it's basically 4x plus 1 of negative 1 divided by negative 1. So yeah, this one become negative 4, isn't it? So I just write minus 4 here. So this one is another 2 ln x plus 1 divided by 1. I will just ignore it. This is 0 and 2. Okay, let me write nicely. 2 ln 2 plus 3x minus 4 over x plus 1 minus 2 ln x plus 1. Okay, 2, 0. Now they want exact value, isn't it? Oh, they want answer in P plus ln Q. So yeah, it's sort of exact value. Sub the 2 into here first. Okay, ln A, isn't it? Okay, this is 2 plus 6 is 8. Minus 4 over 3. Okay, then minus 2 ln 3. Sub the 0 into here. 2 ln 2 minus 4. 0, eh? And then ln 0, ln 1 is 0, so the whole thing is 0. So yeah, the last term is 0. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, this is 2 power of 3. Yeah. How I want to simplify them leh? Okay, one by one. This is 2 power of 3. Why suddenly got a ln 3 there? Just make my life so unhappy. Never mind. Okay, let me play some trick here. So whatever have ln, I'm going to group them together. So this, oops. Where's my marker pen? This one, and this one, I'm going to group them together. This is ln 8 power of 2 minus ln 2. I move to the 3 square, which is 9, minus this is ln 2 power of 2, which is 4. This is 81. Okay. Okay, I group them together. Then minus 4 over 3 plus 4. Okay. So then I will factorize their ln out. This one is 81 over 9 times 4 at the bottom. This one is 12. 12 will become positive 8 over 3 without calculator. This one simplified is 9 over 4. Yeah, I believe it's ln 9 over 4 plus 8 over 3. Is my answer correct? Ah, the good news, of course you want to put a number first also can. The good news is I can use a calculator to check my answer to realize I got correct or wrong. Let's do it. Oops, sorry. Integrate fraction 14x plus 10 over bracket 2 plus 3x. I hope they can understand 2 bracket lah, because sometimes I need to put the multiply there. Okay, then from 0 to 2. Okay, I must get something like 3.242. Okay, 8 over 3 plus ln 9 over 4. Uh-oh. Which part I got wrong? It's 64? Yeah, it's 6 square lah. I mean 8 square. This one move to the other side. 8 square is 64. Thanks the 解的. I suddenly my brain come out 9 power 2. Then I write 81. It's good. 64. 64 divided by 36. 36 lah, bro. Okay, 36. Okay. This one is 16 over 9. Let's type again. 8 over 3 plus ln 16 over 9. Yeah, got it. Thanks everyone to stay until the end of the live stream. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I know your exam is just like 1 more weeks if you guys are October November student. Yeah, and so next week maybe I will just live stream for 2 more weeks, because after next week live stream we still have paper 2 at the 14th, right? Yeah, so anyways, if any one of you interested to study in Monash Australia, please remember to go to the Eastern and Oriented Hotel in the Penang at 22 October, isn't it? Yep. So feel free to check them out, and make sure if you are interested, make sure you just go to their application day. Any last minute revision? Yeah, I think possible. Let me arrange my time first, because this few months my schedule is super packed. So you realize I didn't upload a lot of video into my YouTube. Yeah, I shouldn't find so much excuse for myself, but yeah, I really have a lot of works to do. Sorry sir for question 1A. I have a small question. Why don't have 3C1 and 4C? Is okay. Question 1. Okay, first thing is n must be bigger than r, because if 3C5 you will basically get math error. Yeah, because n must bigger than r. So, and you might think, how come doesn't do? Okay, I understand your question. Your question trying to ask like, why don't we take the last 3 term in that, or last 2 term in that? Okay, you can try the last few term. I don't think you will get x power 10, 7 and 4. Yeah, a lot of students get confused when they see descending power of x. From my experience, in binomial, you can just ignore that sentence. That sentence is trying to tell you when you expand it, your power will become smaller and smaller. But it doesn't mean you want to start from the last term, last second term, last third term. No matter the ascending power or descending power, normally I ignore. Of course, I will just see my power, is it increasing or decreasing. But then it doesn't make a huge impact in the question. Yeah. And you, of course, you can try to do some 5C3 and 5C4. Definitely you will not get the power you want. Just for fun, I try one for you. So is this 5c4? For this one I will get 3x squared power 1. And then this one I will get negative 1 over 9x power 4. Negative 1 over 9x power 4. So here 5c4 is just 5. Then here you have 3x squared. But then here you have something like, what is 9 power 4? You have 1 over 6561x power 4 at the bottom. You simplify, you actually get x squared at the denominator. This is not what the question want. The question want the term had x power of 10, x power of 7, and x power of 4. So this is the reason why I will not be so creative to come up something else. Normally, if I don't know how to do at all, I expand first 3 terms. Most of the time you got correct. Unless the question they want specific term, then maybe I might do from the middle, or else I will just follow first 3 terms. I hope I answer your question. Alright, so yeah, remember to check out my sponsor. They are very kind to sponsor my live stream. I hope I can get more sponsors so I have more motivation to do the live. Yeah, but I also have a lot of motivation to see you all here. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for stay until the end. So I will see you guys again on the next Wednesday. Bye bye and have a wonderful night.